Welcome back to the channel if you were already subscribed, or welcome if you're new. I am plumbobd, and today we are building a house for my save file, my Oasis Springs rebuild series, and we are building a house for what I imagine to be Eliza Pancakes' sister. I don't know why, I just felt like she needed some more family around, just to add some more lore to the whole base game, because I saw also Charlie Pancakes, I think. They worked on a save file for over 2 years, and I think it's just about the base game. And an idea that I found really interesting is to add some more family members of the base game townies into the other worlds. So I thought, why not? Eliza Pancakes has a sister now. She lives in Oasis Springs. I imagine maybe Eliza Pancakes is native from Oasis Springs. Then she moved to Willow Creek to follow her love, which is not really a love, who is Bob Pancakes. But yeah, she has family in Oasis Springs, and so I made her sister. I haven't made it yet, actually. I need to start live streaming again on TikTok, because we have a lot to talk about. Sorry, I'm a bit all over the place, but I will get to everything I want to talk about during this video, this build. So in my head, Eliza Pancakes has a sister, lives in Oasis Springs. She's also materialistic, mean, and maybe hot-headed. I had another trait in mind for her, but I cannot think about it now. But yeah, I will make her on TikTok once I'm back live streaming, because I have just moved back to Italy. Finally, this is not a pre-recorded video. This is a video that I'm actually recording just a few days before this speed build goes up, even though the actual build I made while I was still in Germany. But yeah, finally we are back to non-pre-recorded videos. So as soon as I'm settled again in Italy, I will start live streaming on TikTok, and I will start making the townies for my save file. So if you want to see my townies, follow me on TikTok. My ID is just plumbobd, the same as on YouTube. And yeah, I do not have a schedule yet for live streaming, but I will let you know in advance when I decide to start streaming. So basically, this pancake sister in my head, she's, as I said, mean, materialistic, and she's divorced. I think she used to have a husband, but then they divorced, and she kept the house they had together. And I think also she has a child. Probably I will make a male child, and they will live also in this house, while the husband I will make also living in Oasis Springs, probably in the neighborhood of the starter homes, and I will make him live in a really awful house. Probably after the divorce, Eliza Pancake's sister did not give him any money at all, so he had to do with what he had. So he built probably not a really nice house. But yeah, how are you all? I have to tell you, I'm so happy to be back in Italy. It felt like ages since I came back home, and I'm really happy to be back home. Actually, I still have to see many of my friends. I had many activities planned for these 2 months. I'm also still writing my thesis, and I will have to discuss it in January. So in January, in about a month, I will go back to Germany to discuss my thesis, and so for that week you will probably have pre-recorded videos, but do not worry, just a couple of videos, not nearly as many as I had to do before moving back home. So yeah, I will be back in Germany in January, but for the most time I will be back in Italy for these Christmas months, and then in February I'm moving to Spain. I'm really excited to be moving to Spain. If you're wondering why I'm moving so much, it is because I'm doing a master where each semester is in a different country. So I started in Italy, then I also lived in France. I just finished my semester in Germany, and finally we'll move to Spain. So this is why I travel a lot and I live in many different countries. I have to say I really like the fact that I'm moving so much and I'm living in so many different countries, especially because I'm still quite young, so I can afford to be moving so often, and I'm making so many nice experiences. I'm seeing so many places, so I really like the master I'm doing. But yeah, let's get back into the build. I think I have updated you on everything I wanted to say. So basically what we are doing for this house is just a generally Mediterranean house with the usual style that's typical from Oasis Springs, and I'm making it slightly modern. I do like a modern extension, I have to say. So the kitchen, which is the room that has the square windows from Snowy Escape, is the modern extension, but in my head they wanted to make it more or less the same style as the house, so it's not so different. But yeah, this house is in the Oasis Springs style, typical one, but with somewhat of a modern twist. The interior is also slightly family friendly, but still quite modern, because as I said, Eliza Pancakes' sister is quite materialistic, so she will probably like to switch up her furniture a lot and follow the trends and have a really nice house with a lot of comforts. As you can see, we have a hot tub but not a pool, because a hot tub in my head is fancier than a pool, even though it probably costs less, but that's what came up in my head. So now we are working on the backyard, because with my houses I typically like to start with the exterior and then move on to the interior, so then I don't have to think about forgetting anything on the exterior. And in the exterior we are building a patio with a small eating area. I wanted to have a bigger dining area in general, because in my head the sister of Eliza Pancakes, will probably be a restaurant owner. I will make a diner in this place, in this world, and I will make her own the diner. And so in my head she really likes cooking, she is very good at it, and that's how she made so much money. But yeah, the lot in itself is not that big, so I couldn't really make that huge of a dining area, but at least it's there. You can eat outside. Also, I don't think in Oasis Springs you will probably like to eat so much outside, just because in summer it gets really hot. Maybe in spring, in fall, and sometimes in winter you can manage to eat outside, but the rest of the year I think it's gonna be just too warm. So yeah, we have a small eating area, and then we have a big garden with a swing set for the child. I mean, the mother of the child is not a monster. She knows the child needs to have fun, so she bought him a swing set, but that's it. Then we have a huge hot tub from the Perfect Patio stuff, which is actually a pack that I really have a strong opinion about, because I feel like every single influencer, let's call it like that, rants about how would you say, rants about the fact that Perfect Patio has become useless after the hot tub was introduced in the base game for the Sims 4 not the Sims 4, for the Sims franchise 20th anniversary. But honestly, the base game hot tub, in my opinion, looks super ugly. I never use it, and I just generally like the vibe of the pack of Perfect Patio. Oh my god, why is it so hard for me to remember the name of the pack? It's Perfect Patio. For me, the furniture in Perfect Patio is actually quite nice. We have some good outdoor loungers, we have the hot tubs, we have two versions, and I really like the two versions compared to the base game one. As I said, the base game one I never ever use because I just don't like it. And also the CAS is Create a Sim is quite good. And yeah, I just generally like the pack. I feel like it's worth it. Maybe now that we have a hot tub in the base game, get the pack on sale, but that usually goes for any Sims 4 pack. I think always get them on sale, never get them full price, because just they have sales so often that it's not worth it to buy packs full price. Even if you may want a newer pack, just wait for it to go on sale. Honestly, it's not worth it to pay 40 euros, $40 or whatever it's the equivalent in your currency, just to have a newer pack, but because then it's gonna go on sale anyway. And as we can see, after many years, even the base game has went on sale, not on even on sale, has gone free. And I feel like in the future they're gonna make even older packs free, like, you know, for example, luxury party stuff or get to work or outdoor retreat. I think they're gonna do the same thing they did with the base game, like making the pack free, but then for the ones that already own the pack, just giving them a free, I don't know, maybe for an expansion pack you can get a free game pack, and for a game pack you can get a free stuff pack, you know, with the same with the pack going free, you can get a pack of a lower tier for free, because I feel like that was a good deal when the base game went free and we got what was it, how was it called, the kit that came with the desert lux kit, yeah, that one. I feel like it was really good and was really appreciated, and nobody complained about the base game going free, because yes, you paid maybe full price at launch, but you got many hours during the years of fun content. And now the base game always was on sale. For example, it was like probably $7 or $8 most of the time, so the base game going free really doesn't affect you, and you get a free kit with it, so it wasn't really that bad of a deal in my opinion. But yeah, now we are building the interior of the house. We are finished with the exterior. As I said, I just added a swing set, a hot tub, a small bar and some planters, and we are now moving on to the interior. I did want to actually I did cut the bathrooms and the hallways, just because one, they are boring, and two, the speed build will be very long. I don't know how I managed to build so slowly that every single speed build I do just gets normally above 25 minutes, and as I already mentioned, this is probably my like 4th or 5th voiceover for a video. I'm not that used to talking for that much, I'm sorry. So I need to do some shorter speed builds in the meantime while I get used to talking that much. But yeah, we are now furnishing the interior, and the interior, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I wanted to be slightly family friendly, slightly modern, because I feel like Eliza Pancakes' sister is very materialistic. So I did go with some more dated wallpaper, but that in my head she really likes, because it makes her feel like it's a really fancy wallpaper, something that the Queen of England, which is now the King, would have in their palace. But then the furniture generally is a bit more modern, a bit more just generally fancier, but she also doesn't really know what real style and class means. So for example, she's using a lot of those hallway tables that came with the Sims 21st anniversary, the anniversary where they collaborated with many CC creators to add some casts, some tattoos, some furniture. And that piece of furniture, the hallway table, the white one, is from Peacemaker. And I'm not really saying that it's a bad item. I do like it. I'm just saying that when you repeat it many times, you probably get the feeling that it was bought from IKEA in a set. So she doesn't really have that much style, because yeah, you can style IKEA stuff pretty well, but we all know IKEA is pretty basic generally, and it's a huge company, so you're probably gonna have a piece that everybody and their mother has in their house. So you're not really unique, you don't really have a style. For example, Billy bookcases, we probably all have it in our home. But yeah, so that's the style I was going for, just generally. And then for the bedrooms, I went for a safari theme, like a very naturey theme for the kids' bedroom. I imagine the kid is very much into nature and exploring. They probably want to be an archaeologist when they grow up, so they're gonna use a lot of the Jungle Adventure Pack. Not necessarily in this house, but I mean during their life, they're probably gonna go to Salvadorada a lot. They're gonna explore temples, they're gonna discover artifacts, donate them to museums and make their money that way. So that's the storyline I had in mind for the child. So I'm just putting a lot of nature themed stuff in the bedroom. Even the safari theme bunk bed from Dream Home Decorator, I really do like that bed that has like the rolled up tent. I think it's supposed to be a tent, and has the leaf pattern on the bed sheets, bedspreads. What's the word? Let me know in the comments, please. If I make mistakes while I speak English, please do correct me, because when I write, I write in English perfectly, but when I speak, I'm not so used to speaking first for so long, and second to speak about so many different topics in one single video. So if I do make mistakes, please correct me. You're just gonna help the engagement anyway, so I do appreciate it. Also, to help me with the engagement, give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, show some support for my channel. If you really like my builds, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, so basically this was the theme I was going for the kids' bedroom. And then for for Eliza's sister's bedroom, that's really just a basic bedroom with not really much style in it. Again, she probably feels like she's fancy, but she buys her stuff from IKEA. That's the vibe. And so basically this is the house. We are now approaching the end of the speed build. We have I think a couple of minutes left, and I think I left in the hallway and the bathroom for the upstairs, just because the hallway does have some gameplay items in it. I do put some what did you call them, some storage boxes, some containers from high school years, but then I do place some other stuff in the hallway. And even the balcony has I think a sitting area and some more skill building items. Sorry if I don't fully remember what I did in this build, but I did it a couple of weeks ago, so I do remember the general vibe of the house, but not exactly what I placed generally in the whole house, let's say. As you can see in the balcony, we have some yoga mats from Spa Day. Probably she does some. I don't think she does yoga. I think she probably does Pilates. I think she does that. Probably she has a course online that she follows in real time. She has a personal trainer. She doesn't really do weightlifting or heavy sports. She just does some Pilates, and that's it. And the bedroom of the Eliza Pancakes sister, it has just a high school year's bed with some nice bed sheets. I think that bed is every single item in this bedroom, I think, is really beautiful. It's just when it's paired together, I don't necessarily think she has that much style. Even as you can see, I probably I repeated the same desk over and over again in the living room, in the child's bedroom, and in her bedroom. In her bedroom, I turned it more into a vanity, because I do like the vanities from Vintage Glamour, but just the fact I have a high-backed mirror would just mean that I would cover the window. So I just prefer to have a pretend vanity with a desk and some clutter that came with the everyday clutter kit and the high school years and probably parenthood. Those are the kits that I generally use for cluttering vanities, just because they have the makeup clutter, some how would you say, some hair dryer, that's the word. But yeah, so now screenshots should be rolling. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.